Good evening and welcome to the regular meeting of the Frankfort Village Board. Tonight is Monday, August 3rd, 2026. I call this meeting to order and I ask our clerk, Katie Schubert, to take the roll, please.
Rogo?
Here.
Trustee Ledden?
Here.
Trustee Savaria?
Here.
Trustee Rigoni?
Here.
Trustee Petro?
Here.
Trustee Borelli?
Here.
Trustee Rossi?
Here.
Attorney Lamore? Chief Chalepis? Village Administrator Barica?
Present.
Clerk Schubert is present, and we have quorum.
All right, thank you, clerk. If everyone would please stand with me and we'll say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I want to take just a moment to express our deepest gratitude for the incredible community spirit and support we've witnessed following our recent severe storms. When the heavy weather hit Frankfort, office staff, utilities, public works crews, and emergency responders immediately went to work to clear roads, secure hazards, and protect our residents. But extraordinary storms require extraordinary teamwork, and we were fortunate to have amazing neighbors step in as well. On behalf of the Village Board and all of Frankfort, I want to extend a heartfelt thanks to the Village of New Lenox, Manhattan, and Peatone, as well as Peatone Township. Their leaders, without hesitation, dispatched crews, trucks, and equipment to work alongside our team. That kind of selfless interagency support is what local government is all about, and it made a world of difference in getting recovery efforts forward quickly. We also owe a special thanks to our local business partners, including Lowe's, for donating vital supplies to aid in the cleanup, and to volunteer teams that were organized by Will County EMA to lend a hand to assist residents cleaning their debris from their private property. To our neighboring communities, municipalities, local businesses, volunteer crews, and hardworking village staff, thank you for your quick action, your generosity, and your commitment to helping Frankfort recover. We are immensely grateful for your partnership. At this time, this is always one of the best parts of doing this, is swearing in new officers or promotions for existing officers. And it's my honor tonight to administer the oath of office to Michael Giacomo in recognition of his promotion to the rank of Deputy Chief. Mike grew up in Essex, Illinois. He graduated from Reed Custer High School in 1999. He began his law enforcement career with the Will County Sheriff's Office as a correctional officer shortly before joining the Frankfort Police Department in October of 2005. During his time with the Frankfort Police Department, he has served in various roles, having been appointed detective in 2011 and later promoted to the rank of sergeant in 2017. Most recently, he has served as the agency's Special Operations Sergeant, supervising investigations, community engagement, training, and other specialty positions within the agency. Mike resides in New Lenox, along with Megan, his wife of 18 years. They are the proud parents of two wonderful children, Danielle and Nathan. He's looking forward to continuing to serve the village of Frankfort as he begins the next chapter of his career. At this time, Deputy Chief Giacomo and his family are invited to come forward for the badge pinning ceremony. I'll meet you at the podium. Make sure we get the right one here. Deputy Chief, that's the one. Raise your right hand.
Sir.
I state your name.
I, Michael Giacomo,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of Deputy Chief for the Village of Frankfort
of Deputy Chief for the Village of Frankfort
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my abilities.
And I know that you will.
We had a phone.
Would you like to say something?
Yes, if you don't mind, I would, please. And I know these meetings run long sometimes, so I'm going to keep this to about an hour. Mr. Mayor, Board of Trustees, thank you for the continued opportunity to serve this fantastic village. But moreover, the opportunity to do so with the wonderful men and women that come to work here every day and make this village their career. You know, the mayor mentioned, I've been here 20 years now, and if somebody can tell me where that went, I'd be happy to know. But with that, I've learned that I think what makes this community what it is and keeps it what we strive for it to be are the fantastic men and women that come to work each and every day and make this community their careers. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. Chief Chalebas, of course, and we have two former police chiefs in the room here today. You know, over time I've been challenged, I've been encouraged, occasionally disciplined, you know, but ultimately I've been given the opportunity to learn, you know, and tackle some of the challenges that I had for myself in this career. I'm thankful for all of that, not so much the discipline, but I am thankful for everything that you guys have done for me and allowed me to pursue some things that I've wanted to do in my career here, and I'm looking forward, moving forward, to being able to do that for other officers who have goals as well, to the best of my ability. So thank you very much. And I do need to, a special thank you very quickly to my beautiful family. You know, it's for you guys and families just like us that most policemen and women go to work each and every day and they tackle what can be a challenging career. And sometimes what's not recognized is what you guys do as the family, you know, some would say in the background, but for us it's been in the forefront, no doubt. You know, you volunteer at our events, you have sacrificed in your own career. Megan, I think most here know that my wife is a teacher. Coming up this fall, she starts her 26th year in the classroom as an educator. During that time, she sacrificed her own promotional opportunities when it didn't coincide with my work opportunities to better take care of our family. So to each of you, and particularly you, Megan, I know I don't say it often enough, but I am very thankful for what you've done for me and allowed me to accomplish. So thank you.
Well, as they say, but wait, there's more. So it's also my honor this evening to administer the oath of office to Matt Scanberg in recognition of his promotion to sergeant with the Frankfort Police Department. Matt grew up in Tinley Park and graduated from Tinley Park High School in 1995. He went on to earn a bachelor's degree in criminal justice from Governor State University in 1999. He started his career in law enforcement as a police officer in the Elk Grove Village Police Department before joining the Frankfort Police Department in 2003. Throughout his career, he has served the department in a variety of roles, including field training officer, officer in charge, neighborhood patrol officer, and investigations. During his time as detective, he served on the Wilk Grundy Major Crimes Task Force, demonstrating his commitment to professional excellence in public safety. Matt thanks his family, especially his wife of 25 years, Lindsay, and their 4 children, Hayden, Shane, Cullen, and Grace, for their support over the years. He is thankful for this opportunity and looks forward to helping lead, support, and mentor the next generation of officers while continuing to serve the Frankfort community. At this time, Sergeant Scanberg and his family are invited to come forward for the badge pinning ceremony. Matt, you ready? Raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Matt Scanberg,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois.
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
I will faithfully discharge the duties
of Sergeant for the Village of Frankfort
of Sergeant for the Village of Frankfort
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
I know.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Did you want to say anything?
Yes, I will actually keep it brief. I'm not a public speaker like DC Giacomo. So I just want to thank everybody also. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Board. Thank you for the Village of Frankfort to give me this opportunity. Also, Chief Chilepas and our former chiefs as well. Thank you for all your support over the years. That's kind of a theme for us tonight is the support we get. And of course, most important is the support of my wife, Lindsay, and our children, Hayden, Shane, Colin, and Grace. And I thank you. And I know it's not easy to have a dad who works the police schedule, make a lot of sacrifices, and I thank you for that and always supporting me and being there for me. And I love you guys. So with that, I look forward to supporting our young department. I want to be a good leader for them, and I want to help grow the department and continue to see the village thrive and grow along with the police department itself. So I thank you for that opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you. The next item that is on the agenda is what's called the unanimous consent agenda. All items on the consent agenda are considered to be routine in nature and will be enacted in one single motion. There is no separate discussion of these items unless a board member so requests, in which event that item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately. At this time, I ask if any of the board members would like to remove any items from the consent agenda. Hearing none, can I get a motion and a second, please? We have a motion and a second. We'll go through these items that are here so that those who are in the audience tonight or would be watching on the YouTube or streaming know what your village board is voting on. The entirety of the packets are listed on our website at frankfortiall.org. So the first item that we will have is the approval of the minutes from the regular meeting that was held July 13 of 2026, and then the approval of the bills. And we will go to Trustee Dan Rossi for the approval of the bills.
Thank you, Mayor. The schedule of bills for August 3rd, 2026. General Corporate Fund, $375,721.07. The Motor Fuel Tax Fund, $21,900. Capital Development Fund, $66,442.89. The Sewer and Water Operations and Maintenance, $275,747.91. Sewer and Water Extension Fund, $21,183.25. Total funds for the month would be $760,995.12.
All right, thank you. We have a couple items from the Committee of the Whole, and for the first one, we'll go to Trustee Petro.
Thank you, Mayor. Our first item tonight is the Frankfort Area Historical Society Museum Lease Agreement. At its July 13, 2026 meeting, the Committee of the Whole reviewed a proposed lease agreement between the Village of Frankfort and the Frankfort Area Historical Society of Will County for the village-owned property located at 132 Kansas Street. This agreement authorizes the Frankfort Area Historical Society to continue operating the museum, establishes the responsibilities of both parties, and provides for an annual rent of $1. It was the consensus of the committee to forward a recommendation to the village board to approve this lease agreement. The motion before us is to accept the recommendation of the Committee of the Whole and adopt a resolution approving the lease agreement between the Village of Frankfort and the Frankfort Area Historical Society of Will County in Illinois for the village-owned property located at 132 Kansas Street. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Next item on here, we go to trustee Rigoni.
Thank you, Mayor. The next item is easement agreement and maintenance covenant for Main Park Shared Use Path. At its July 13th, 2026 meeting, the Committee of the Whole reviewed an easement agreement and maintenance covenant between the Village of Frankfort and the Frankfort Park District for the construction of a public shared use path along the west side of Locust Street and at the eastern edge of Main Park. The shared use path will be constructed in conjunction with the Reserve of Copper Creek subdivision, with the village funding construction through a cost reimbursement arrangement with the developer. Under the agreement, the village will be responsible to maintain the shared use path. It was the consensus of the committee to forward a recommendation to the village board to approve the agreement. The motion before us is to accept the recommendation of the Committee of the Whole and adopt a resolution authorizing the execution of an easement agreement and maintenance covenant between the Village of Frankfort and the Frankfort Park District for the Main Park Shared Use Path.
Okay, thank you. Next item, we will go to, actually next two there, we go to trustee Savaria.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Next item is plat of dedications. At its July 13th, 2026 meeting, the Committee of the Whole reviewed two proposed right-of-way dedications necessary to construct a 1.5-mile, 10-foot wide multi-use path. The project will begin at the intersection of Pfeiffer Road and Sauk Trail, continue south along the east side of Pfeiffer Road to Laraway Road, and then extend east along the north side of Laraway Road to 80th Avenue. The village was awarded a $1.6 million Illinois Transportation Enhancement Program ITEP grant to help fund construction of this project, which will enhance pedestrian and bicycle connectivity in the southeast area of the village. These two right-of-way dedications represent the final segment needed to allow the project to move forward. It was a consensus of the committee to forward a recommendation of the village board to approve the right-of-way dedications. The first motion before us is to accept the recommendation of the Committee of the Whole, waive the first and second readings, and pass an ordinance authorizing the acceptance and approval of the plat of dedication for public street and public utilities to the Village of Frankfort, Illinois, granted by Chicago Title Land Trust Company, successor to the South Holland Trust and Savings Bank, as trustee under the trustee agreement dated September 4th, 1970, noted as the trust number 1410. The property commonly known as Camp Manitoqua, PIN number 19-09-26-400-016-0000, prepared by Robinson Engineering LTD, dated May 28, 2026, subject to any necessary technical revisions prior to recordings. And then the second motion before us is to accept the recommendation of the Committee of the Whole, waive the first and second readings, and pass an ordinance authorizing the acceptance and approval of a plat of dedication for public streets and utilities to the Village of Frankfort, Illinois, granted by Frankfort Park District for the property commonly known as Commissioners Park, PIN number 19-09-26-400-014-0000, prepared by Robinson Engineering LTD, dated June 10th, 2026, subject to any necessary technical revisions prior to recordings.
All right, thank you. The next item, number 4, go trustee Ledden.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This item is a traffic code ordinance amendment. At its July 13, 2026 meeting, the Committee of the Whole reviewed several recommendations from the Traffic Advisory Committee regarding traffic control signage at various locations in the village. The first recommendation is to establish no stopping, standing, or parking restrictions on the east side of Highland Road between Sauk Trail and Glen Eagles Court to improve traffic flow and safety during student pickup and drop-off at Chelsea Intermediate School. The second recommendation is to amend the traffic control plan for the Reserve of Copper Creek subdivision by installing stop signs at the following locations: the southbound Maple Street at Pacific Street, eastbound and westbound Pacific Street at Maple Street, westbound Pacific Street at California Lane. The third recommendation is to establish a traffic control plan for the Frankfort Point development by installing a stop sign for northbound Anderson Court at Sauk Trail and posting no parking signs on both sides of Anderson Court. It was the consensus of the Committee of the Whole to forward a recommendation to the Village Board to approve the traffic code amendments. The motion before us this evening is to accept the recommendation of the Committee of the Whole, waive the first and second readings, and pass an ordinance amending the Village of Frankfort Code of Ordinances, Title 7 Traffic Code, Chapter 71, Traffic Control Schedules as presented. Thank you.
Right. Next item, Trustee Burley.
Thank you, Mayor. Item C5 is disposal of surplus vehicles. At its July 13th meeting, the Committee of the Whole reviewed a request from the Police Department to declare 2 squad vehicles as surplus property. Due to mechanical issues, the vehicles are no longer necessary or useful to the village. All police markings have been removed, and the vehicles will be sold through a public auction. It was the consensus of the committee to forward a recommendation to the village board to declare the vehicles surplus, and the motion before us tonight is to accept the recommendation of the committee of the whole, waive the first and second readings, and pass an ordinance authorizing the sale and disposal of certain surplus vehicles owned by the village of Frankfort through public auction.
All right. We have 2 items from the Plan Commission, and for the first one, we will go to Trustee Dan Rossi.
Thank you, Mayor. Area Motorsports, special use permit for automobile sales. Applicant Vincenzo Allen is requesting a special use permit for automobile sales within the I-2 General Industrial District for the property located at 900 Lambert Road, Unit 2, to allow the operation of Area Motorsports. The business will not provide vehicle repair or service, and no outdoor vehicle storage is proposed. At its July 9th, 2026 public hearing, the Plan Commission reviewed the request and forwarded a unanimous 7-0 recommendation of approval to the Village Board. Motion before us: accept the Plan Commission recommendation, waive the first and second readings, and pass an ordinance granting a special use permit for automobile sales for the property located at 900 Lambert Road, Unit 2, to allow the operation of Area Motorsports in accordance with the reviewed plans, public testimony, and findings of fact, and conditioned upon: first, no sales inventory vehicles shall be displayed or stored in the existing exterior striped parking spaces or along any adjacent driveways. And second, all sales inventory vehicles will be displayed and or stored within Unit 2 and nowhere else.
Okay, thank you. And then our final item, we'll go to Trustee Petro again.
Thank you, Mayor. The final item is the Frankfort Park I'm so sorry.
Number 2.
Number 2? Yes, okay, sorry. Frankfort Park District, the plat of dedication of Locust Street. On May 5th, 2025, the Village Board approved the final plat of the Reserve of Copper Creek subdivision, consisting of 35 detached single-family residential lots and 20 duplex townhome units on the former Borg-Warner property. During the engineering and plat review process, it was discovered that a portion of Locust Street immediately east of the Frankfort Park District Maintenance Facility had never been formally dedicated as public right-of-way, even though it had functioned as a public street for many years. To accommodate off-site street improvements associated with the subdivision, the project engineer prepared a plot of dedication. At its July 9, 2026 meeting, the Plan Commission reviewed the plat and forwarded a unanimous recommendation of approval to the Village Board. The motion before us is to accept the Plan Commission recommendation, waive the first and second readings, and pass an ordinance authorizing the acceptance and approval of the plat of dedication of Locust Street to the Village of Frankfort, Illinois, granted by the Frankfort Park District for the property commonly known as 284 South Locust Street, prepared by Design Tech Engineering Incorporated, dated June 18, 2025, and last revised June 16, 2026, subject to any necessary technical revisions prior to recording. Thank you, Mayor.
All right, thank you. Those are all the items on the consent agenda tonight. We have a motion and a second on the floor, so we'll go to our clerk, Katie Schubert, for the vote.
Trustee Rigoni? Yes. Trustee Petro?
Yes.
Trustee Borelli?
Yes.
Trustee Rossi?
Yes.
Trustee Ledden?
Yes.
Trustee Savaria?
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right, thank you. In my capacity as the liquor commissioner, I will entertain a motion from the floor to adopt an amendment to the liquor code ordinance reducing the number of Class E1 licenses, which is restaurant prohibiting bar and carryout, from 5 to 4. This amendment reflects the cancellation of the state liquor license and then also the local liquor license for Cultivate Community Table, which is located at 11 South White Street within the Trolley Barn. The restaurant will continue operating at this location without liquor sales through September 18th this year. So the motion before is to waive the first and second readings and pass an ordinance amending the Village of Frankfort Code of Ordinances, Chapter 113, Intoxicating Liquor, Section 113.20, to reduce the number of Class E1 liquor licenses from 5 to 4. Can I get a motion and a second, please?
So moved. Second.
We have a motion and a second, and we'll go to our clerk, Katie Schubert, for the roll call.
Trustee Petro,
Yes.
Trustee Burley,
Yes.
Trustee Rossi,
Yes.
Trustee Lennon,
Yes.
Trustee Savaria,
Yes.
Trustee Rigoni.
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right, thank you. I will continue on with the mayor's report. The Frankfort Police Department will host its annual Night Out Against Crime tomorrow evening, Tuesday, August 4th. It's from 6 p.m. until 8 p.m. in Bright Art Green in downtown Frankfort. The public is invited to join this free, family-friendly event featuring the popular Touch a Truck program, face painting, DJ entertainment, and also the very popular free hot dogs, and much more. It's a fun night. You get to meet the people who serve and protect the Village of Frankfort. Get to see them up close, and it's a lot of fun for your family. You don't want to miss it. There's usually a flyover from, I think, Chicago PD sends a helicopter down here, and we'll have dogs. I think PAX will be on site as well, too. So it's a great event. You don't want to miss it. Bring your family out. The movies on the green, our third and final one for the season, will take place on Tuesday, August 11th, and it features the animated favorite, Cars, which is always one of my favorites. I love the part about what's your name? My name's Mater, like Tomater. The movie will begin at dusk on Bright Art Green. Bring a blanket or a lawn chair and enjoy an evening under the stars. In the event of inclement weather, and hopefully we are not going to have any more inclement weather for a long time. The rain date will be 1 week later. Cruise in Frankfort continues every Monday through September 21st. It's going on right now in Bright Art Green. It's from 5 to 8. The Frankfort Country Market continues every Sunday through October 25th from 9 a.m. Until 1 p.m. In downtown Frankfort, other than over Labor Day weekend during Fall Fest. The concerts on the green will continue on Sunday, August 9th, with Rosie and the Rivets. And they're performing retro rock favorites. It starts at 6:30, goes till 8. And for the complete 2026 schedule, what's left, you can check on frankfortchamber.com. And on behalf of the Village Board, again, I want to thank a sincere appreciation to our Village Public Works crew, as well as the neighboring communities for their assistance with the cleanup efforts following that severe storm that moved through Frankfort on Monday, July 27th. Their prompt response, hard work, and willingness to lend a helping hand is greatly appreciated and reflects the strong spirit of cooperation amongst our local communities. To assist with the storm cleanup, the village will be conducting additional branch collection. We ask residents to place fallen branches on the parkways at the curb with cut ends facing the street. Please do not place branches or other debris in the roadway or block storm drains. Residents can also help by keeping the storm drain inlets near their properties clear of leaves, branches, and other debris. I mean, we saw everything blocking, covering them, including trampoline parts during the storm. If our storm sewers worked well, they handled what was supposed to be, except where they were blocked. And if your power goes out, it can be devastating. So keeping those areas unobstructed helps ensure proper drainage and reduces the potential for localized flooding during our future storms. We appreciate everyone's patience. I know this was a very challenging time, and if your power was out, even more difficult. We do appreciate everyone's patience and cooperation as the crews continue storm recovery efforts throughout the community. And that's it tonight for the mayor's report, and we'll go to our clerk, Kay Schubert, for board comments.
Thank you, Mayor. Our next village board meeting will be right here on Monday, August 17th at 6 p.m. And that's all I have tonight.
Okay. Trustee Litt.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I would like to offer congratulations to Deputy Chief Giacomo and Sergeant Scanberg on their well-deserved promotions. I'm sure they'll do great in their new roles. I also would like to echo some of the comments with regard to Public Works and village staff for really doing a tremendous job. It's hard to believe that that terrible storm was just a week ago, and this town looks completely different than it did last Monday at this time. Driving around last Monday, it was striking to see what had happened, and during such a difficult time for so many people to have the support of the village, the police, everything else to get them back to normalcy in their lives, I think is a tremendous thing. I look forward to Night Out Against Crime. That's one of my most favorite events, even though there's so many in Frankfort. So hope to see many of you out there tomorrow night. That's all I have. Thanks.
Thanks. Trustee Savaria.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This part where I echo your comments and Trustee Ledden's comments. Congratulations to Deputy Chief Giacomo and Sergeant Scanberg. And I too want to thank our Public Works and the Public Works of all our communities that came out. I drove through the town right after the storm, and it was like a war zone. It was crazy. I know there's a lot of work to be done still, but the work that they put in, the overtime, working weekends to get it cleaned up has been remarkable. So thank you to them, and that's all I have.
Thank you. Trustee Rigoni.
Thank you, Mayor. Just a couple of items. First, I'd like to welcome Area Motorsports as well as the other 4 businesses that we issued business license in July. As I say, that you had any community to pick and you picked Frankfort, which is the greatest compliment that you can give a municipality. I'd also like to note that we had a couple of multi-use path items on here. One is relating to the Pfeiffer Road, Laraway Road. This is just another step forward to getting that, so continue to keep an eye on, as well as one on Locust Street. As we spent a lot of time this summer, and even now in football season, we see that it's necessary. So for those interested, it's a shared use path that will be along the parking on Locust. So as we unload our little ones and ourselves, we now will have a place to land as we continue to move forward. So this is just another step. I would like to congratulate Deputy Chief Giacomo as well as Sergeant Scanberg for their commitment to the village of Frankfort. And finally, I would like to thank, I'm going to echo, an amazing group from our Public Works to our administration keeping us updated throughout the entire process this last couple weeks. It is much greatly appreciated. I was able to give sound answers to residents, which was key. I'd like to thank our neighbors. It shows that we all work together as one big, large community here in the south suburbs. Many of us, I know myself, as I'm sure many of my fellow board members, lost power. It was kind of intermittently. When I woke up Saturday morning without any power, I'd have to say I felt a little bit defeated after having it for a day. But I would like to encourage, we have received emails. I know that our administration has passed them on to our reps here and ComEd in the area. But I would also encourage you to go out, call 1-800-EDISON-1 and or hop in their portal and let us know where these issues are. Many of the certain areas continuously, I know in the beginning of July I had it as well. So if we can kind of let them know where these issues are, we can put it on our radar. So hopefully we'll be able to maybe address or get some answers. So I'd encourage you all to do that. So thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Petro.
Thank you, Mayor. I too want to congratulate both Deputy Chief Giacomo as well as Sergeant Scanberg and thank them for their continued service here at the Village of Frankfort. I've used this quote before, but it's honestly very relevant to this last week. Mr. Rogers, he always shared that his mother would tell him in any time of tragedy or crisis, look for the helpers. And Mayor, you really eloquently shared all in and outside of Frankfort that stepped up to help Frankfort during this last storm. And I also just want to acknowledge all of our helpers, those that work here, those that live here, those that live nearby. It really does take a village. Big items tonight. Trustee Rigoni, you and I were thinking some of the same things, but In many cases, we come to approve things that have been years worth of work. This trail extension and this new shared path are huge steps in safety and different concerns that have been raised throughout the community, and they're in collaboration with different partnerships from development as well as leveraging some of the grants that are available to help Frankfort be better. And anytime we can, address different safety concerns, I'm really excited to see these come tonight and be approved. That's all. Thank you,
Okay,
Mayor.
thank you. Trustee Borelli.
Thank you, Mayor. I will be repetitive, but for good reason. Congratulations to DC Giacomo and Sergeant Scanberg on their promotions, well-deserved, and thank you for your continued service. Huge shout out, of course, to all of our staff. Public Works obviously have been working around the clock and did a fantastic job, but also a great job with administration, with communication through our Facebook page. Everybody pitched in. Many thanks to our neighbors. Mayor, thanks for those relationships with our neighbors to help us out. That was extraordinary in getting this cleaned up. It is amazing to see how far we've come in the last week. It was really extraordinary. It was very obviously terrifying for anyone that was here. But walking out afterwards and seeing all my neighbors out and everybody helping out, everybody that owned a chainsaw was out helping their neighbor. And it's really extraordinary. It speaks volumes of our community. Like, I feel like there's neighbors that didn't even know each other that were helping each other out, meeting each other for the first time in some cases, and doing everything they could to help their neighbors and clean up. And it was just really extraordinary. It was very similar to the outreach or the community support during when Joey was missing, and that was another great example of just how wonderful this place is. And I tell my kids, where you live matters. It really, it's a second family. And when you have a great community, we certainly disagree on things, but at the end of the day, we all look out for each other, and it makes a huge difference. So, and then I wanted to give a shout out to a few people. Yesterday we hosted a 16-inch charity softball tournament where all the neighborhoods get together. 99% of us are amateurs, and we do our best to pull a groin and relive our glory days. It was a lot of fun. I can't believe we played. We had 4 inches of rain on Saturday, and a group of guys came out there at 6 a.m. raking the field. So huge shout out to Drew Simonetti, Ryan Lincoln, Chad Raup. Guy's a firefighter, shows up, comes off his shift for 24 hours, pulls out the tractor, pulls out the rake, starts raking the fields. It was just it was really cool to see. We were able to get it in. Congratulations to Butternut, who beat Suttondale in the finals, and we raised over $3,000 for charity in the process. So it was just a great, great day, and many thanks to those guys that made it happen. That's all I have, Mayor.
Okay, great. Thank you. Trustee Rossi.
Thank you. For the seventh time, congratulations to Deputy Chief Giacomo and Sergeant Scanberg. I'm sure they do a great job. They've been around here a long time. Night Out Against Crime, a great event. Recommend everybody try to attend. Thank you to Public Works staff, to our staff, to all the Public Works employees, but I also want to give a special shout out to our police department and actually the Frankfort Fire Protection District. They probably responded to more calls in 8 hours than they normally do in a week, and they were able to handle them all, so I want to give credit to them also. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there any other business? John, come forward tonight. Okay. We're at the point of the meeting called public comment. Is there anyone in the audience who'd like to make a comment before the board tonight? Come on up.
Open for comment?
Yes, come on up, Jerry.
Okay. Doing a little better this time, but I really have a hard time hearing. The echoes a lot. But I'd like to, I understand that there's some new rules or something made that people can import straw on their property and then use it with horse manure, and they can just burn it. That's okay, from the fire department. So now I called Larry. They told me to talk to Larry Trotter, and see what the village got to say. I can't get a response, so where do I go from here? That we can just talk, that's a, who's gonna be the person? Are you the new person in charge?
You can
Then-
call, we'll get you back Larry Trotter.
You know, just a good thing to talk, or what do I have to do?
Sure.
Or
I
do
don't think there's a new rule, Jerry, but
I don't know, I don't think so.
Larry Trotter is the code enforcement person, so any question should be directed to him.
Addressed to Larry, huh?
Yes,
Okay.
he's code enforcement.
Because I know what the annexation says, landscape materials on your property you could burn. It doesn't say straw. Straw smokes, you know? So, I don't know, I just want to know. It's constant, it don't stop. It's not just for a day or something, it's just a constant, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Okay,
Goes on.
if there's an issue, talk with code enforcement.
Okay,
Okay.
I will. I'm gonna try it, and if I can't do that, will I come back to you?
Come on back to me.
Okay,
Yep. All
thank
right.
you.
Thank you. Anyone else would like to make a comment before? Yes, Joe, come on.
I don't have a complaint.
Oh, then you have to sit down. Oh, come on up, Joe.
I want to thank the department, the power department for cleaning up.
Why don't you come up to the mic, please?
For cleaning up St. Andrew's Way. I live at the east end of St. Andrew's Way. We've had an interesting summer, or spring. We've had the water mains picked up and put in new ones. We've had internet go through. We had trees come down all over the place. Unfortunately, not too much damage, nobody got hurt, but the crews were out there before I came here cleaning things up, and they did a nice job, did a very nice job. So, thank you.
Thank you very much, Joe. Anyone else who'd like to make a comment before the board tonight? Okay, hearing nothing further, can I get a motion and a second to adjourn, please?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everybody, and have a great night. Now, our committee, the whole meeting is going to start, I'll take about a 5-minute break, and then